Now, they're already at it again in Canberra today, as you may have seen on the news earlier. Debate has begun on the parliamentary motion to declare a climate emergency. It was delayed last week, but it's on in earnest today. Not a motion to declare a drought emergency, not a motion to declare a debt emergency, no motion here to declare wages growth emergency or a small business power cost emergency or a household electricity bill emergency. No. Labor and the Greens choose a confected emergency, a Greta Thunberg emergency, and one that, if it did exist, they couldn't do anything about anyway.
Mr Speaker, the world is currently on track to exceed 3 degrees of global warming, which would be utterly catastrophic for the planet and for humanity. We are failing our children, we're failing our grandchildren and generations beyond that. This motion is a chance for the parliament to change course.
Failing their children, all right. This is terrible stuff for the Labor Party in particular, a party of government, the alternative government, a party that needs to reconnect with voters and a party that's supposed to be fighting for policies that can deliver prosperity for working families. Instead, it's playing this game of virtue signalling gestures, the sort of mindless hysteria game that we come to expect from Extinction Rebellion and the Greens, of course. Little wonder then that former Labor MP Cathy O'Toole, who lost her Queensland seat at the election, says Labor's lost its way by backing this climate emergency push, even though she is, of course, worried about global warming. She's quoted in the Courier Mail today saying that the issue is that people, their blue-collar base, need to know, how will this happen? If I'm fearful I can't feed my family, telling me we've got an emergency I don't know anything about is useless. She goes on to say, if you can go through a narrative with me about what this looks like, it makes a difference. Makes a difference. We're not talking about tomorrow. Indeed, we're not talking about tomorrow. The power bill might be due tomorrow. Your partner might be losing their overtime tomorrow or their job, but the world is not going to become unlivable tomorrow, next year, in 2 decades, or in 3 centuries, no matter what the inflated rhetoric we hear from Mark Butler and others. So why this ridiculous hype? Why the fear campaigns? Why not focus on real people, real problems where Labor or any other politicians might actually be able to help?